First of all, I would like to thank you for your invitation to your architectural concept competition for the M2 Marina Operations Building at Porto Montenegro. My name is Tatiana, and I'm speaking on behalf of Flow Architecture as a Go with the Flow. And the reason why this is a virtual presentation instead of me being there in person is that I was basically privileged to be so engaged into designing of this project that I totally forgot that I'm scheduled to be in Podgorica in the morning. But I will be available to meet with you in the late afternoon hours in Tibet, just to answer any questions you might have in regards to this project. So I'm going to go over this presentation to explain the project better than I did in written form. Just considering due to the fact to our late engagement, we only had 10 working days to complete this project. And we also designed 3 separate ones, out of which I chose this one. And not because it is my blueprint, but because I really believe that it's not enough for the building just to look good. It needs to tell the story. Of course, it has to be aesthetically appealing and has to solve the matters of symbiosis of function and its surroundings, but it also has to have a strong message. And I'm really trying to avoid existing trends of stereotype architecture, copying something that's been built for centuries. But I really wanted to create something that has not been seen before. And that's my policy in all of my projects. So here's our opening letter, index, and information you're very familiar with location and geography. The site, the climates. You have a complete climate chart attached to our presentation. And those are Porto Montenegro existing views. Strategy. The idea was basically to create an original, distinctive, and innovative architectural structure as a symbol, state of the art, basically. Symbiosis that solves the functions but blends the environment. Something to be an icon of Montenegro. One that has the effect of wow, a surprise effect as a unique sea welcome point. The one that expands Porto Montenegro into the sea to create a physical link between the water and the land. And for the inspiration, I wanted to make a direct connection to the existing style of your pool building that's already on the site, and to use the existing direction as a base to create something that's even more appealing, to add the significant value to it, to create a story that can be interconnected. And I chose this path instead of introducing yet another direction, which will just create a confusion. Actually, I wanted to say, that was a Freudian slip. I wanted to say, we'll create a fusion of way too many forms within one resort. And that can be a delicate subject. So here's a completed work by previously appointed architect Mladen Krekic from the Business Art, and a 3D model that was given to us in competition brief. And here we go. This is our solution, an icon of Porto Montenegro. Original, methodical, striking, and practical. I'm always showing how important symbolism is, the heritage, the history, the sculpture architecture, how simple it can be in construction while suggesting very visually complex and a vibrant sculpture. But in this case, considering the Porto Montenegro is basically a brand new project, so I couldn't really rely on its history besides its aspirations for the future. So design inspiration behind this idea is a metaphor throughout the innovative design to express the essence of what Porto Montenegro is, with all of its aspirations and ambitions. The intent was to create an experience that ranged from wonder and appreciation of the surprise effect, and also the one that blends an effortless comfort in a perfect balance between our vision, form, function, environment, of course, including the budget and all of the other requirements and needs that you give us. So this project is basically emerging from the setting. It is shaped by the water temperament. It's an original solution to a provision of graceful and efficient design. So not only a new appealing seascape, but also a new scene for Porto Montenegro storytelling of the substance that coexists with the local heritage, while also introducing extravaganza and modernization of this smart design. And what's important to understand is that this actual building It's just a glass rectangular shaped box that is wrapped with inventive balconies and stairs structure that gives this sculptural look as a recognizable symbol. All the outside stairs, they're intended for the public access to the terraces that extending to the jetty 3 and the roof area, the one that has 360 degrees of the breathtaking views. But the idea was to create a floating in the mid-air, as if you were sitting in a luxury yacht approaching Porto Montenegro. That's the idea. So I also suggest the interiors follow the same direction. So the base of the building is rectangular, 90 square meters. The upper levels have 105 each, which totals to 300 square meters of total building. But it meets all the functional and technical requirements and provides a natural flow of services, people, and activities. While in the same time, it clearly distinguishes the zones of users of the specific areas. Facilities in the building, they range from customs, police, harbor master, and marine operations to luxury restaurants, bars, and the sun decks on a Jetty 3 extension as a striking arrival seapoint with the leisure amenities. And considering that the future development of the phases of Marina, the fuel berth, and the customs, police, and the harbor master's function will be relocated, this building will be modified for the use of leisure and the retail, and this architectural design provides the legacy value for it. So here's a master plan and a building position layout and our floor plans with a cross section. Now, when it comes to building sustainability, the building appearance is a pure composition, a facade, structure, and a setting. It all blends into the environment. It reflects the water while drawing the natural light deep into the heart of the building. And the building is environmentally integrated and adapted to climatic conditions of the area. You see, these structural elements of the stairs and balconies, not only they mutually support each other, but they provide the most important shade in the middle of the day, when the sun is the strongest, while provides also the inspiring day-night ambiance. When it comes to materials, this is a totally different subject and it's a long story. We can discuss this in person. But there's introduction of a lot of highly insulated back painted glass panels, and we can also go with the tinted glass in various colors or whatsoever. But building organization, just configuration of the building has been designed to achieve the hierarchy of the spaces that range from public to business and operation area. So as soon as you enter the lobby, a breathtaking, uninterrupted coastal view reveals itself behind the reception desk and the lobby area, and also the glass window behind the stairs. And if you agree, I would love to remove these stairs and keep only the elevator, considering the people who love the stairs, they love the fresh air, and they can use the outside stairs. So, actually, you know what? Considering that the great importance was given to the internal organization of this space, and this explanation might take a while. I will discuss this section also with you in person. But the bottom line is that we use our inventive creativity, our vision, and mathematical solutions to create a sophisticated, unique, and dynamic, a quality statement building, an icon that is a state-of-the-art for its size, and one that perfectly blends its function, form into this setting. And just to give you some information about us, I founded Floor Development Architecture in Santa Monica, California in 2000. I came back in Montenegro in 2006. I opened up a flow in Belgrade in 2008, and in 2009 we opened a franchises license for the franchises for the other countries. So, and also what's the most important thing is that as a Montenegrin natives with extensive local contacts, our local presence brings an understanding of the cultural and business climate needed for successful completion of the real estate development and projects in Montenegro. And in the same time, in addition to that, our international operational presence guarantees you the kind of services, professionalism, and the integrity that you need and expect from the brand which Flow has to offer. So our goal is to find the best and the most appropriate expression of emotions, characteristic, and advantage within every project to be a state-of-the-art regardless of its size. Thank you very much for your time, and we're looking forward to working with you soon.